Hello guys, what's going on? This is your boy Darlon Football, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different from what you have been doing right on this channel. Most of the time we talk about football transfers, and in this video guys, I'm not going to do that, but rather I'm going to be telling you a very sad true story. In fact, this story actually happened to one of the fantastic midfielders in the world, who is Paul Pogba. The story will let you have different perspective of the people around you, because sometimes they can behave in a white way, which is the angelic way, and some other times guys they can behave in black way, which is ultimately satanic way. So after watching this video guys, it's gonna help your life, it's gonna help you know the real people around you, and of course it will help you to live your life, even though you cannot push all the people around you, but you learn how to live with all those people. So without further ado guys, let's jump into the sad story of Paul Pogba. This man you are seeing right on the screen here is actually Paul Pogba, the former player of Manchester United as well as Juventus. Guys, Paul Pogba was born in Legny-sur-Marne. It's a city in France, meaning he is a French international. We all know that, but his parents are actually not from France, but they are from Guinea-Bissau or Guinea-Conakry. Of course, all the parents are African, and Pogba is having two brothers. The first one is actually Florentin Pogba, and the second one is Mathias Pogba. They are twins, and they were all born in Guinea-Conakry. It's a city or the capital town of Guinea. So this is where these two brothers were born. So among these two brothers, who is Florentin Pogba as well as Mathias Pogba, they are all footballers. They played for the Guinea national team. In fact, Florentin Pogba was a defender as well as Mathias Pogba was also an attacker or forward. But they all didn't reach up to the level that Pogba is now, and this is how come all this situation happened. The kidnap of Paul Pogba. What happened? Which people did that? Did they kill Paul Pogba? What actually happened, guys? We're going to be looking pretty much into details. Now, in March 2022, Pogba went back to France, a city of Paris, to actually enjoy himself. But when Pogba was coming back to his house, guys, on the street, he was being surrounded by 6 masked men. 6 masked men. One in front, one at the back, one on the left, one on the right. Then there is another one in front again. But this time, guys, the one in front just pointed a gun on the forehead of Paul Pogba. What then is Pogba going to do? Pogba had no option than to surrender for them to kidnap him. So, guys, they snatched Pogba to a secret place in Paris. What are they going to do to Pogba, a fantastic footballer like this, guys? They took Pogba away, and when they went, guys, with a gun on his forehead, they requested 13 million euros from Paul Pogba as at that time. Pogba thought it was a joke, but guys, it was really, really serious. So Pogba said, what? How am I going to give you this amount of money? Because I don't have. And that is where they started intimidating Paul Pogba. They told him that it's either he loses his life or he gives that 13 million euros. What is Pogba going to do then? Pogba had no option. Then, when they were intimidating Paul Pogba, one of them started saying that you should have supported us when you became an international star. So meaning that the people who are really intimidating Paul Pogba are the people that really, really know Paul Pogba. In other words, they are the people that Paul Pogba actually know. But because of the mask, guys, Pogba found it very difficult to identify who were dealing with him just like that. Pogba has no option, because it got to a point that if Pogba don't take care, they would take his life out of his hand. So they were still insisting, requesting for the ransom. The ransom is the amount that Paul Pogba has to pay in order for him to be free. Pogba had no option than to give them 100,000 euros. And this amount, guys, if you convert to dollars, that is $104,000. A very huge sum of money. Pogba gave them that amount of money. But still, they were insisting for the 13 million euros. But Pogba told them that they should let him go. And when he goes home, guys, that is where he will give the remainder of the ransom. So, guess what happened? And they released Pogba. Pogba is now free. He's gone. When Paul Pogba was actually released, a bigger question that he was asking himself is, who were these big men in masks and has done this to me? Who are they? Guys, investigation went on, and we saw that one of them is Rushdani K. who was the masterminder. He was the one behind all this situation. And some other 4 plus 1 person. And the bigger question is, who is this person? Making it 6 people. Who? And guess what? This is Mathias Pogba, the elder brother of Paul Pogba. If something will happen to you guys, most of the time, it is caused by the people around you. People who are actually supposed to support you, people who are actually supposed to guide you, people who are actually supposed to give you protection are the people who can actually harm you. And this is a typical example of it. Mathias Pogba. And guys, Mathias Pogba didn't end it there. He waited for the remainder of the ransom, but it never came from Paul Pogba, and therefore he has to take a second step. What did he do then? Now, the gang requested the remainder of the ransom from Paul Pogba. However, Paul Pogba didn't mind them. Paul Pogba didn't actually pay back the remainder of the ransom. And this is what Mathias did. Mathias went ahead and then released a video that is explosive revelation about Paul Pogba, his younger brother. The video claimed that Paul Pogba paid 4 million euros to a witch doctor to perform a series of ungodly curses, including a curse on Kylian Mbappe. So meaning that Paul Pogba actually went to Juju to actually harm the French national team as well as Kylian Mbappe. If you're from Africa, pretty much you know what Juju is. But if you're from maybe America or UK, you might probably not know what Juju is. Juju is when somebody goes to a witch club to actually harm his other person or friend or whoever. So Pogba's brother is claiming that Pogba has gone for Juju to actually do Kylian Mbappe. In fact, this story actually blew up, and with that, it caused a whole lot of blockage between Kylian Mbappe and Paul Pogba. But guys, Kylian was so wise enough that he settled this dispute without any hindrance. And Pogba was cool with Kylian Mbappe. And in fact, guys, in the video, Mathias Pogba went ahead and said Pogba's witch had summoned a plague of butterflies at the Euro 2016 finals. And then he went ahead and said, considering the butterflies turned out to be moths, he may have overpaid. So as the butterflies grow up to become moths, that is where Pogba will be earning a lot of money, basically. So why would you do this, guys? Why would you put all these stories on the head of your brother, Paul Pogba, Mathias Pogba? Why? So as you can see in this picture right here, guys, that is the man right behind Paul Pogba. Actually, they resemble one another or each other, as you can see right in this picture. They resemble each other, but inside here, guys, they are totally different mentality. One white, one black. As you can see the way they are dressed, it is the opposite. The one in white has a black mentality. Then the one in black has a white mentality. Guys, let's proceed with this story. So what actually happened? A bigger question mark. In December 19, 2024, all truths were revealed. A vivid investigation went on and all truths were revealed. Now, Mathias Pogba was accused of extortion, abduction, confinement, and criminal conspiracy. And what is the court going to actually do with these charges? So with this, guys, Mathias Pogba was jailed for 3 years in prison. Look at where greedy has ended you up. 3 years in prison. Then what actually happened to the masterminder, the one behind all this, Rashdali K? He was also sentenced to 8 years in prison. So as you can see, and one thing about this guy is that he was a childhood friend of Paul Pogba. In fact, apart from his brother, all the remaining 5 were his childhood friends. That is why I'm saying after watching this video, guys, you learn to live well with the people around you. You learn to manage with them really well, because those around you are those who can harm you well. What about Paul Pogba? What actually happened to Pogba after all this situation, guys? Paul Pogba was free to go. He was free to survive. And now, guys, this entire situation also resulted in something very, very bad. And the first one is depression. Pogba went through a whole lot of depression. Then secondly, loss of trust. Would you trust these people again? And even would you be trusting people around you? Never. So Paul Pogba also lost trust. Then He wished he was poor. Paul Pogba has regretted having money, or because if you have money, there are more problems. More money, more problems. That is what came into Paul Pogba's mind. Very sad. And guys, this also resulted in drugs. So in just 2024, Paul Pogba took in drugs, and with that, guys, Paul Pogba was banned in football as a result of all this situation. Out of the depression, loss of trust, and now Paul Pogba is banned from football. So with time, FIFA got to know that no, this shouldn't happen to Paul Pogba. They have to investigate into the drug situation. So FIFA went through and then saw that the drugs that Paul Pogba took was not an intentional drugs. It wasn't something that was intentional, and therefore they removed ban on Paul Pogba. And as I'm speaking to you right now, Paul Pogba was supposed to stay at home for not less than 4 years, and now all the ban has been removed from Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba is free to go, but currently he is not having team. His club was Juventus, and with that, guys, they terminated the contract they had with Paul Pogba, and now the player had no team or club. So he's staying at home right now, a free agent, looking for possibilities to make or to start over his entire situation. So you see, guys, my aim of this video is to actually let you know that you have to be really, really careful about the people around you, because they are the people who can actually harm you. They are the people who can actually put you down. They are the people who can actually pull you whilst you are trying to climb. So you have to be very, very careful. So Pogba actually held an interview with one of the giant interviewers in the world, and then he said all the stories that happened. And ultimately, he ended up saying that he is actually not happy right now because everything is sad. How can your bloody brother harm you like this? So this is the end of the story. Paul Pogba. And as I'm speaking to you right now, Paul Pogba is looking for a club to actually start over his entire career. I believe and hope that you found the video useful, guys. Let me know your thoughts right in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching, and see you again on the next video. Have a nice day as well. Take care. Bye bye.